Hey, Planeswalkers, hope you're doing well and staying safe. Welcome, my friends, to today's episode of Top Deck, where we are breaking things down here with the #1 Izzet Phoenix deck in Historic. So, a favorite archetype out there. Excited to revisit it here today and see some of the changes that we've had for the new Innistrad Crimson Vow season. So very excited about that. We're hot off the press for December here. Now this one was the #1 by Zan Sayed in the November season. So excited to be taking a look at this one here today, and excited to drill into it for you here. So appreciate you tuning in. Flip me that like if you enjoyed today's video, or just because that's always a great thing. On top of that, if you have a question, if you got a comment, let me know down below. Would love to hear from you. Always like the shout outs, all that stuff. Last but not least, feel free to pop into the Discord server. We got 300 plus strong in there. That's in the details, readily available for you to come hang out as well. Also, in that case, while you're in the details, you can find this deck list. You can also find the timestamps where I will break down strategy objective of this list. We'll go into boarding for best of 3. We'll go play that competitive Magic here in both best of 1 and best of 3. And then we'll do a little bit of an outtake and discussion on this deck and where it sits in the meta, my friends. So appreciate you taking the time to watch this episode, and hope you get everything out of it that you need. With that said, please feel free to subscribe and stay up to date all things multiverse related here. Or feel free to search my name, Mythras, and find a lot more cool content readily available for you. So again, let's get started here with our Izzet Phoenix deck. Again, #1 in Historic from the November season. So here's what we got going on. So this is kind of the post-ban. So this is Memory Lapse is gone. We also have Brainstorm out of here now. I really like what Syed did here, particularly because it's got a ton of one-offs, which I'm always a huge fan of. Many of you know that, because it gives us options when we need them. So particularly in a deck that you can cycle through cards and get this stuff relatively quickly, this ability allows you to find an answer that might not be readily available if you got a 4 of when you're looking for certain specific things there too. So we've got Otherworldly Gaze in here, a couple Innistrad Midnight Hunt cards. We got our favorite Dragon's Rage Chandler. There's our Faithless Looting. So ideally what you're doing is you're pitching with cards to get to Arc-like Phoenix. You pop this in your graveyard, you cast 3 spells, and boom, you got an explosive deck. So that is this main strategy objective of this list. It's kind of a mid-range, aggro mid-range list, depending on, turn 3, turn 4 kind of a thing going on there. But you can certainly pop these off. So this is a new addition here with Strike It Rich. So you cast this, create a treasure token, you get another cast, particularly with all the ones. That's how you stack really, really fast, and can get these art-like Phoenixes moving relatively quickly. So that's a big one. So certainly like a turn 2, you could dump a bunch of these with Faithless Losing. It gets Strike It Riches out there, and get this guy in. So the other cool thing is we got Demolic here. So you cast a spell, you're going to be able to cast this guy. You can pitch it. We can exile cards from our graveyard, and cast this guy as well. So pretty cool there. We get some direct damage that we can do. Madness, you pitch this, you deal 3 damage. Very powerful there still. And then obviously Crackling Drake at the top end there. So strategy objective of the list, again, kind of a mid-range explosive deck, can be aggro like we talked about there as well. So next, let's move into boarding for best of 3. We're going to break down 3 ways: aggro, mid-range, and late game. A lot of aggro mid-range type stuff in the current meta right now, but things that you might run into is good old Elves. We also have Selesnya Humans, which can act as a bridge deck. We also have a bridge to mid-range. Same with Selesnya Squirrel Twin. We have mono red aggro in the space still. We have mono black zombies aggro as well, and here still kind of kicking around, that I've ran into and seen a few times there as well. Then of course we got this deck again, kind of a bridge one there. So in a host of all other explosive things, mono white humans, those kinds of things. There, what you're going to focus on is really taking creatures off the board. Braid's a good one. Sweltering Suns is going to be a big one there. You go boom, wipe everything, and that's what you're going to want to deal with in terms of that. Now, if you come up against mid-range decks, what you're probably going to focus on here is we got things like Jund Sacrifice, really doing well again. Izzet Phoenix, doing well. Those particular decks, and also Rakdos Arcanist, you're going to pull in Soul Guide Lantern, drop that, get rid of that graveyard, and that's going to make a huge difference for you in terms of how you're going to line up and play against those decks. Other stuff in the mid-range space can be Selesnya Angels. Again, we talked about Squirrel Twin. We got Izzet Phoenix here. We talked about Jund. A host of other things that you may run into here. Mono Green Stompy, kind of, again, aggro list. It's mid-range, can be, depending on the deck list, that people forget about as well. And additionally, we begin to see some of the Jeskai stuff here, and we'll talk about that a little bit more. But ideally, again, unless they're running, we'll run the same thing for creatures. Any life gain stuff like Angels or Squirrel Twin, you're going to want to play Roiling Vortex. I should have said that earlier too. Last but not least, we get to late game. Late game can be things like Dimmer Control. We got some of the mid-range stuff is Rogue's Mill, that kind of stuff too, Dimmer Rogues. Other late game, we got Azor's Control. Still see a ton of that. We also still see a ton of Jeskai in this space, Jeskai Control, so keep those things in mind. We also get 5-color Niv Mizzet and a few others. Again, late game control type stuff is still around, just not as prevalent always. Used to be much more, but here Roiling Vortex is probably going to be a big one. The pingers is pretty helpful. Chandra can help. Saheeli is also good against some of those things where you can just keep getting a bunch of 1/1 tokens that can help get damage on the board and get you through. On top of that, this is pretty good in aggro decks, just for some blockers if you need those too. So Grim Lavamancer, a good one again, also against late game. Get this guy down early. You can exile and deal 2 damage and pinger. It's also good against aggro too. So just wanted to talk about some of those additional cards there, since I didn't line those up too much. Oh, the other one here too in the kind of aggro mid-range space that you may run into is Azor's Artifacts. And I missed Azor's Enchantments as well, or Luris Auras, kind of a thing too. So lots of those things like a Braid, Grim Lavamancer, direct damage, Sweltering Suns, all going to be really big. Soul Guide Lantern again against any Luris. So that is a host of decks there that we covered off on. We also talked about strategy objective of this list. Let's go ahead and play that competitive Magic here today and get moving, because you want to see how this deck is going to act and play out in competitive historic today. So let's go to historic rank. Yeah, the other day we did Selesnya Life Gain. Today we're doing the Izzet Phoenix deck by Zan Syed, and I probably killed your name, but I'm sorry. But let's go for it here today, right off the bat. All right, we can keep this. Not super great. It's going to be a little slow. If we are playing a very nice and aggressive list. Mainly we're going to pitch this just so we can get something. So this is mono red madness. Yeah. Another very popular deck. Mono red goblins I missed on the aggro stuff too. There we go. So we will do this. Oof. We got, actually I want to keep this because we got too many lands. And we don't have a board wipe. So this is going to be a little tough for us. They are going to get through very quickly here, because they'll be able to make everything real big with all their surveils. Look at that. Going to be a problem. Now, unfortunately, either way here, we did not line up well. So we can certainly do this. We can go use that and grab that. Now let's play this one. So you can see as this is coming down, take action, decline. There we go. We're pretty much dead. So all they got to do is pump Blazing Rootwalla. Bummer. That is a very, very nasty deck. And a bad start for us in terms of what we had. Oh, falling back. We were so close. So close to gold. We were close to gold. I meant diamond. Not. All right. Let's go to the next one here. So, unfortunately, being on the turn, not the play, hurts. Obviously, with anything for historic, pretty much. We did not get, so we don't have the direct damage. So we got to be really, really crafty in terms of what we got here. Here, what do we have? We don't have a good mix again. One of these 2 lands. There we go. We got 2 damage here. We'll keep these because it's going to be a problem. So we'll keep 6. We're going to dump this guy. Now, is this exile? It's not exile. So we can let these go. Let's get this guy in for now. We'll see. That was, if it was a mistake to let the Allosaurus sit. We'll get that guy off. Let's go to graveyard. So it's in there. We'll go there. I will keep this. We'll put a creature in there. There we go. Decline this one. Take action. There we go. We'll do that. Let's dump this guy. We'll keep that. So that gives us Crackling Drake next. Now, they still have... Oh! We're going to hit this guy. Put that one there. Need to slow him down. Keep slowing them down. There we go. Let's do those first. Let's dump that one. Discard 2. 1. 2. There we go. Let's grab this one. That one there. Take action. Now we can do a couple things. We can cast this. We can cast this. Let's do this. There we go. Ah, we got elves. Bam. We beat an aggro and explosive deck, which is perfect here. All right. Look at that. Third and final best of one. Texan. Let's do it. We got burn. A lot of burn. Oh, up to 3. Graveyard. 2. See what we got here. Let's grab this one. We'll put that one back, put that one there. We really need to land. There we go. Wait here. So we can play this at instant. Maybe they'll burn it off. I'll put it all there. Stop that one. There we go. So ideally, let's grab this again. Pop that one back. Grab that one. We'll see what they got going on here. Take action. That can go in the graveyard. Let's do it again. It's gonna have me draw that one, so we'll keep that for now. Decline. All right. How's this gonna go? If we get through here, we might have a chance. No, they're sweltering. Let's do this. Choose one. That one back. Let's grab that. Pull this over. Let's look. There we go. We'll decline there. Strike it rich. Put that one there. There we go. Arclight enabled. So the trick here is this doesn't exile, so next time they hit us, now that we have one, we'll hit our Arclight and put that into our graveyard. So what are we at? 29, we've gone through half. I think any this way. Let us not do that. Keep that on the top. Arclight is safe. One, two. Go to the face. Let's draw again. Two damage, create a treasure token. Let's go 2 damage. Treasure token. All right. All we need is 2 damage. That would have been game if they didn't have the counter there. Here comes the playback. Let's see. I have Dragonstorm. Ugh. Comboed out. Super unlucky. Super unlucky. If there was anything we could have done, we had one Phoenix that they killed. We had one there. We would have had to go find our 4th Phoenix. The only way. We had all the burn done. Oh, lose the Dragonstorm. Oh, deck's still around. Unfortunately. All right, so best of 1, we went 1 and 2. Should have had that last one there. It happens. But let's go ahead now, and we're going to pop over to our best of 3 with our traditional historic ranked. Again, with our Izzet Phoenix historic deck here. All right, Miriam. we'll play first. We'll keep this. Now, best of 3, this deck can be tough if they have an out, which is Exile in the Graveyard. So we'll have to play that really, really specifically in terms of what we need to do here. So, which is just fine. We will start with this. What do we want to pitch? Let's get rid of that. And we can get rid of that for now. Merfolk deck. All right. There we go. That's what we need to pitch. We'll pay the 2. Let's go grab stuff. Take action. Decline. We're gonna pull it because I need the damage. Play that. Get the token. There we go. Good thing we grabbed that. There's a land. Let's go 2 damage. Draws 2. One. Ooh. What else do I want to get rid of? Let's get rid of the land. Because I got this card there. There we go. So now we will be able to get everything off here. 1, 2. Get that. We will take decline. We'll grab that one. And then we will hit this guy. And get our phoenixes back. There we go. So now with what we have in hand, we got, there we go, enough to keep them locked out. Enough to keep them locked out. So here, what we want to do is we want to move into braids. We need the direct damage. We don't need to worry about that. We can also do Sweltering Sun here. It's got a cycle if we need it. So that's what we'll do. Brazen Borrower works. Lightning Axe is still decent. Maximum we'll get rid of. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dump this guy. Crackling Drake is not bad. But again, we want to stick with the direct damage. We don't want to go that late. So there we go. That's what we'll play. We can play Saheeli too. Might do that instead of Drake. There we go. All right, Merfolk. Now, if they board in any graveyard hates, which is Lantern, will be a interesting game. So we can keep this. So until end of turn, if a non-token creature would enter the battlefield and it wasn't cast, exile it instead. So that's going to hurt me for sure. that. Ooh. Two damage. That still gives us Sweltering Sun too, if we want. Let's do that. Let's do that. So this will wipe everything next turn. So I can block here. If I need to. And lose the Dragon Rangers. Oh, missed cast. Missed cast. Ouch. Now we're in trouble. All right. What do we do here? We can't do much. Bam! They boarded in the right stuff. So all the miscasts are going to be saved for the direct damage, which is really, really smart and very, very nice. I'm actually going to board in these two guys too. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this one and Brazen still works here. I want to remove stuff. Nasty. Nice, fast, as always, when it comes to historic. All right, let's see what we got here. Miriam. Play first. Ooh, no. Oh, it's all right. We'll keep it. We'll keep it. I'm going to pay the 2 right away, because that gives us access to that. Take it out for now. Could have waited. It's all right. Oh, there we go. All right. What we need to do is go find a Faithless Looting. We'll take this one. We'll put that one back. That one's going to go here. Mist Collar. They may... Oh, they didn't. They may stuff me there. Let's grab that one. Put that one back. Let's grab this one. Got a red. Keep going. There we go. We want to choose one. Put this one here. Put that one back. Grab this one. Oof. Let's play this then. So now if we get this on the board, we can ping. which will essentially lock its exile 2 cards from our graveyard. We already got 5. We got a lot. We're going to hit this guy. Take him off. There's the miss. That's fine. We're okay with that. Again, because we have our pingers. Now, if we have to use our Sweltering Sun, we can. Now, we can just hard cast Phoenix too. All right, and we got 2 in here. So let's get this thing off. Get 2 out of here. 1, 2. All right, and we can keep doing that. We could have waited, but no need to. All right, again. There we go. Gonna hit this guy since we got exile our 2 anyway. Now, what is it? When it deals attacks, draw a card, indestructible, no blocks, no need to block. Don't have lethal yet. Or let's see what they do. Ooh. All right, so we can cycle for 3. We can play this for 1. That should give me 2. That's done. There we go. Bam. Taking down Simic Merfolk here today in Historic with our #1 Izzet Phoenix deck. Oh, Arclight. Oh, so awesome. All right, Planeswalkers. Let's go ahead and do our outtake for today. Nice, 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 nice. All right, so this was the #1 deck by Sanzian, I believe. Apologies, I probably killed the name again. From November, so obviously we just started in the December season, doing well off the bat. We talked about the key strategies, objectives of the list. We talked about boarding. We got to see that here today. So for best of one, we went 1-3. It was so close in that third match. We lost to that Dragonstorm. And then in best of three, we went 2-1. So we lost the second match, the Merfolk Simic deck. So very, very powerful list here. And it showed up today in terms of what it is. So where's this thing sit in the meta? For best of one, it's doing pretty well right now. In terms of right out of the gate here. So it's a quick deck. It's explosive in terms of what we've seen, but it's not always one of the most played when you get to some of the higher tiers for best of one. There's just more explosive stuff, and we saw some of those tricky things there. It's just got less things to deal with some of those as well. So I'd say probably a solid tier 2 deck, potentially tier 1, and then best of 3, similar thing. Very, very heavily played in terms of what's going on in the meta and so forth, my friends. So with that, if you got any questions or comments, let me know down below. Love to hear from you. Pop in that Discord server. It's in the description. Don't hesitate to flip me that like if you enjoyed today's video, or subscribe to the channel in the multiverse for more additional content, because we got a lot here. Or feel free to look me up and search Mythras. You should find a host of things. So with that, Planeswalkers, hope you're doing well. Stay safe, stay connected, because we got a lot more coming your way. We got more historic top decks. I got standard going. We got jank coming. We got some live streaming. We got brawl, all kinds of things here on the channel and multiverse. With that, additionally, we got our Friday night meta, so stay tuned for that. It's a weekly series. We got our lovely tier list coming soon. And last but not least, the fast facts. So Planeswalkers, you stay safe. Until next time, we'll see you again soon. Mythras out.